be here. So I'm here with Jean-Gabriel and Joe. So they're going to talk to us about their project. But first of all, I just want to know like, if you guys can present yourself.
Yeah, my name is Jean-Gabriel Kuo. I am a food blogger. I'm based in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I'm the CEO of Dialect, which is a digital platform promoting Afro-Caribbean cuisine.
Okay. Okay. And what about you, Joe?
Yeah, my name is Joe, and JJ and I are partners, and we're in Dialect together. If you listen to what he said today, the goal is to promote gastronomy and African gastronomy, and to make people know that African cuisine has potentials actually.
What I would like to know is like, what happened? What made you want to do what you're doing today?
Okay. So Dialect, it's a project that was put together out of frustration.
Okay.
Frustration of being this immigrant living in Philadelphia, unable to locate good spots to eat African food, primarily. And it evolved as some sort of ecosystem that will support the owners in order for them to compete with other top specialties such as French, Italian, Mexican. Not compete in the sense of taste, but compete in the sense of exposure, compete in the sense of market validation by the world.
You got the idea. But after that, once you had the idea, what was your plan? How did you implement that idea?
Execution.
Execution,
Yeah.
exactly.
So one, it's like any business. When you want to start, you have a business plan. You think, okay, I'm gonna make money like this, blah, blah, blah. So that's how we started. But what really shaped the vision and the business model was interviewing restaurants. You want to talk to them as much as possible. You want to talk to the diaspora as much as possible and understand what their expectations are. So you want, as you're building a bridge, you need to make sure that everybody understands each other, and so that the connectivity could be 100%. It's like the Wi-Fi. You want to make sure that the connection is 5 bars.
Now that you have your startup, what is a typical day in your life?
Typical day is like you wake up and you check how many likes you got on Facebook. You know what I mean? You check. These are the basic things. You want to see have you made one more step. I could start with, conference call 3 in the morning, somebody in London, and then 7 a.m. have another meeting, and then so it's like entrepreneurship.
I mean, a typical day for me is pretty much one question. How are we doing? That drives the day for me.
He's a scientist with numbers.
So for me, I'm always, I'm very typical about growth. How were we, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago versus now, and how can we move on from where we were several months ago to some other place in the future.
If you have any words for the audience, the youth that will be watching the video.
The entrepreneurs, the young,
So young entrepreneurs. Okay, yeah. So first of all, I will start with saying, in order to be productive, eat healthy. African food is not unhealthy like people think. We eat a lot more greens than you think. Have a balanced diet. That's very, very important. Exercise, and definitely have a plan. Like you said, you have to execute that plan. So it's like a GPS. You tell step 1, step 2, step 3. You need to have your steps aligned, and you have to be focused to your vision. People will come to you like, oh, but why don't you do this? Why don't you add that? Be focused to your plan and to your vision, and be patient. The thing is, we hear the Instagram, $1 billion. I mean, people expect quick results. So it takes time. It takes a lot. It's harder to be an entrepreneur than to get up and go to work. Something I would say to the youth, don't start a company with your friends, just because they're friends. Because start a company with people you build relationship with who are skilled, so that everybody's role makes sense. Let's not just get a bunch of friends together, but you will do, no. I think the goal is to really make sure that your team is very well diverse, well rounded, so that that plan can be fully executed.
Right, well-running skill set.
Yeah. And thank you to you guys. You guys are doing amazing. I mean, I wish I had Spark 10 years ago, you know. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Check it out.
Thank you.
very much.
And also try invite your friends to African restaurants, Caribbean restaurants. All right, go to Dalek.com, like us on Facebook, you know, and yeah.
And Dalek is actually DALEKH.
EKH.com.